we're going to start with half a cup of regular white sugar for this amazing corn pudding recipe. To half a cup of that butter, we're going to be adding half a cup of butter that's melted. That's going all over this. And then we're going to be adding 2 eggs. So we're just going to break that up. And then we're going to pour that right into our batter. Mix this all together. We're still going to be working with our wet ingredients. But once we get all of the eggs and the butter and sugar all combined, we're going to be adding a whole cup of sour cream. That gets dumped right in there as well. You can tell it's going to be so creamy when we're done. Then take a couple of moments and combine all of this together as well. Looks so good already. And once that's been mixed together, we're going to be adding a whole box of the Jiffy honey corn muffin mix. You can use the regular one, but the honey one's really good for this recipe. Make sure all of that's in there. Mix that together. This is so easy to put together. You can make it in one casserole pan. And then to this, we're going to add a little bit more wet ingredient. We're going to be adding half a cup of half and half. So let me get this into a measuring cup. Go right up to the half cup line. And that gets poured all over as well. This isn't like a dry cornbread. This is a corn pudding, so it's going to be pretty moist when you spoon it out. You won't be able to use like a spatula for this. You're going to have to use a spoon. So gently whisk this together. It's kind of hypnotic, watching all of this come together. We're almost ready for the next ingredient. This one's an important one. Once this is all put together, there we go. We're going to add our corn. So we're going to add sweet creamed corn, and then we're also going to be adding this whole kernel Southwest corn. So we have these red and green bits. So we start with the creamed corn. All of that goes in. And then we're going to take the drained whole kernel Southwest corn. Put that in as well. And we're going to carefully mix these together. See, if you've had corn pudding, you know how this is going to end up. If you haven't, you're going to be in for a surprise because it's so good. You're going to want to serve this at your next potluck or family dinner or barbecue. Everybody's gonna love this recipe. Okay, so that's all put together. So we're going to make sure we get all that off the whisk. And then this is gonna go into a 350-degree oven for about 30 to 40 minutes. Look at that. It's a little jiggly. Like I said, it's not a cornbread. This is a corn pudding. So it's gonna be a little bit jiggly when you take it out of the oven. So before you serve this, we're gonna do a couple of things. First of all, we're gonna cut up a jalapeno. This one I picked really, really carefully so it didn't have any blemishes. So we're gonna cut some nice rings so that we can decorate the top of our corn pudding. And I'm probably cutting more than I need, but if we're gonna make this look pretty, might as well cut a whole bunch and then pick the best ones, right? Okay, so before we do the jalapenos, we're gonna add a bag of Monterey Jack cheese, just to kind of soothe down the jalapeno and the chilies that are already inside. So go ahead and spread this around. Use a whole bag if you like it super cheesy, like I do. The recipe called for half a bag, but you know, who only uses half a bag of cheese? Spread this around, make sure it's all inside so it doesn't bubble over, because you know when it bubbles over, that's the part that's hard to clean afterwards. Okay, so after that, we're going to take the prettiest pieces of jalapeno. I'm going to put them right on top. It also kind of helps you cut them into portions later too. Two little ones. And then this is going to go right back into the oven just for about 5-10 minutes, just until the cheese is melty and bubbling on top. Look at that. Look at how golden brown it is. You know that cheese is going to be super stringy. There's little bits of jalapeno. So let's go ahead and do a little taste test. Now remember, this is a pudding, so it's going to be super soft when it comes out. Ooh, look at those little red bits, the corn, all of that in the pudding. And look at that cheese pull. So good. Be like the perfect little side dish. Make sure I get some more of that crispy cheese. Cut a bit of it off. There we go. Look at that. And then, to make this even better, we're going to add a little squirt of sour cream right there. Look at how good that looks. Give it a taste test. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is so tasty. It's sweet, a little bit of a spicy kick, and then that cheese and that sour cream cools everything down. I do like a good cheese pull. It's steamy hot too. So good. We're gonna go and donate the rest of this. It looks so yummy. Let me show you the cut part. Look at that. All those little corn niblets. Looks amazing. I hope you try making this at home. Thanks for watching.